Hey everybody, my name is David. I'm from Orca Stretch. I just wanted to give you guys a very usable warm-up. I'm seeing a lot of great workouts being put online. Thank you so much. I mean, it's helping. You just got to do them. And another thing that'll help you do them is if you warm up. I love warming up. I'll go to professional athletic events, and I won't even watch the game. I'll watch the warm up. I'll watch, okay, how are they getting this joint ready? How are they taping that? It's one of my favorite things. So I like to prep awkwardly. So what I like to do before I start my leg swings, I kind of like to load one hip. If I'm going to swing my right leg, I'm going to load my left hip. Boom. If I'm going to swing my left leg, I'm going to load my right hip. Before I get going, I'm going to brace up my abs a little bit, pull my shoulders back, try to find a neutral spot, right? So let's call this neutral. We don't want to do any sports like this. We don't want to do any training or walking around like this. We want to find, I'll call this the start-stop position, or neutral, if you will. All right. So I'm going to load my right leg. I would imagine my right hip's a little stronger. My last take I was wobbling all over the place. I might have been a little nervous. Whatever. All right. Abs on. I'm gonna load this hip. Right? So that's the basic movement. A lot of times when people get the leg past the leg that's down, they bend the knee. Don't bend the knee. All right? Just like that. It looks easy, right? It looks super simple. But keep your abs on for me. Get a leg swing going. And as soon as you get the hang of it, go ahead and incorporate the arms. It's called opposition, right? Because when we walk or run, our hands are moving in opposition. So for the first part, it's going to look like this. Boom. Leg swings. I know I'm a little bit wobbly. That's all right. You can be wobbly too. I'm going to go ahead and switch. Use the wall version. All right? Super easy. But I'll bet you if you do it every day and you've got lower back problems, it's going to help you out. Another really nice one, and easy again. I'm the king of easy. Side to side. All right? So as your leg is swinging across, the fibers here in your gluteus medius are getting longer. And now as you swing away, the fibers in your adductors are getting longer. Right? And the fluid inside your joint is getting warmed up. Your proprioception is saying, hey man, we're probably going to start doing some stuff, whether it's regular squats or go for a run on the trail. It doesn't matter. So again, second thing, leg swings going side to side. Right? I'm going to go ahead and hit this side. All right. This is another one. Helps with the outside hip. I stole this from a baseball player, I won't say who. And what I like to do, again, find neutral, kick the heel up, boom, right? Just like that. Sometimes I find that reaching forward limits people a little bit because they start reaching forward, so maybe I'll have them put their hands behind their back, boom. And while we're in that direction, I'm going to have you start bringing the knee up, pull it in. All right, so it's gonna, don't just kind of, I barely touched my knee. Does that count? Doesn't count. Pull it up, pull it in, right? You're opening up the glute, the posterior joint at the hip. Open it up a little bit, boom. All right. This other one I learned from a really good friend of mine. His name is Scott Hobson. We learned this, I think it was early 2000. I think it's still good. We call him a track star. All right, I'm gonna be in a track stance, 1 foot forward, and I got the most of my weight through the forward hip or the forward foot. I got my back foot here. I'm gonna take my little track stance. Notice, so my back is getting a little bit out of neutral, and I'm usually really careful about that. But I'm gonna push my hips up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So I'm just elongating my hamstrings, all right? And I'm not loaded, so my lower back, I mean, the fact that it's not neutral right now isn't the end of the world. I'm pretty strict about that, but as far as that goes, that's okay for right now. If you have a blood pressure issue, before you try the track star, just kind of keep that in mind, because the coming up and down may affect you. Alrighty, so this is hopefully you can get this one in. it's a standing walkout. It's more of a full body warm up technique. So I'm just gonna go ahead and walk my hands out. I'm gonna have my hands be off-centered, okay? So basically if this is the floor, my hands are gonna be like this, all kinds of fun different positions. What I'm gonna do from there is let my anterior open up, right? I'm gonna let my hips fall to the ground. Let me do it sideways. So after I walk out, my hands are offset. Boom, I'm pulling my shoulder blades down, right? I'm pulling the front of my chest up. I'm relaxing the front of my hips, and the fact that my hands are offset, kind of, just imagine your spine, your spinal cord, just getting stretched with a little bit of a twist, all right? So that kind of eases things up on your spinal column. What else do we got here? Plank press. All right, so plank press, you can do those. I like those as anything that get the shoulder girdle moving around, and anything that gets your proprioception turned on, right? I think that I'm a little more ready to go when I'm warmed up. That's just me. Maybe it's science. I don't even know. For the plank press, so one thing I like to do before I have people use their shoulders is try to find a neutral spot. It'll help you stand up straight. It'll help you be more aware of your posture. The more aware of your posture you are, the more neutral you're likely to walk around. The more neutral you are to walk around, the better mood you'll be in, because you're not in a curmudgeon-y position, right? All right, so we're gonna do the plank press. I'm gonna do it sideways, and I'm gonna have my hands out like so, and I'm gonna press my chest away from the ground using mainly my serratus anterior, all right? It's the boxer's muscle. If you ever watched Robin Big, they were referred to as the riblets. Okay, write that down. There's gonna be a quiz later. All right, so boom. Get my little elbows in the shot. Boom, don't look at my butt. Ugh. I'm gonna drop and press, drop and press, drop and press. And there's another one I want you to try. And you can use, it's basically a reverse shrug. I'm gonna make fists, put them on the ground, pull my shoulders back, lock my elbow straight. All right, so all the muscles that keep my shoulder blades down and back are hopefully activating. And that's good, because instead of walking around with your shoulders in your ears, looking like you got, I don't know, short arms, your shoulders will come down and kind of keep this line nice and clear, so you don't get any weird numbing feels in your hands. All right, thanks for watching. I will take requests. I would like to hear from you. I want to know if there's anything you need, if you're in pain, if you're bored. Give me a call. We're gonna get through this. Everything's gonna be good. Take care.